What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Congratulations to my Discord member here on his 1,867% Roku gain. That's on one of his trades. That's Gulfstream. He just did another trade here too. Another quick call option after it dipped. Made another. He went from 167 bucks, guys, to 4,000 bucks. But I believe on this one, so it was about another 1,000 bucks. He went from 173 to 3,266. So just to kind of prove to you guys, like this thing's, the videos I put out, the returns that you're seeing on this channel, this is the moass. This is the make your own moass channel. This is real. This is legit. We had this individual. Everybody trades different. They have different account sizes. Okay, so 10% for this individual was 1,500 bucks. 1,800% for that individual was 4,000. It's irrelevant. Green is green. As long as you can play both sides, you're good to go. But I mean, like even this guy, spy calls 180%. You take a look. I gave out on this channel in my Discord. I gave out JetBlue to my members. The calls are up at 1,000%. Okay, JetBlue. Let's get this off for a sec.
At 225 miles an
hour. Sorry, one quick second. Put that on so I can see what Roku's doing. I gave up JetBlue guys at 370. My dad grabbed 1,000 shares. I had shares.
And this is my life with California closets.
They had earnings.
Amazing time in my life. We got married, new home, baby
I think it even had earnings. Hold on a minute here.
Sanctuary
I don't
California
think it
Closets worked with us to give us.
It had earnings on October 31st. Yeah, okay, there's nothing to do with it. Sorry, I played it on a rebound because it was going through some crap last week. It's been going through something with Spirit Airlines for like a year now. It was grossly oversold the other day. That was down like 15% one day. That's when we got in 370. I'll show you the I'll show you here in the 401 section. So I did a workup earlier this week on, I've been talking about JetBlue and Paramount for a very long time. Those were sold. So as the stock rises, you get this money. This is free money. I sold these, okay, very bullish. They're already in the money, $5 and $4 for December 15th. These were 50 cents and 129. I think these are like almost nothing now. December 15th. 82 cents and 26 cents. So what are those? 26 cents. So you're up. This one's up 50% and this one's about 40%. It's long dated, so it has a lot of time to figure out what it wants to do. Anyways, yeah, again, like I'm talking about calls, I'm talking about grabbing the stock, grabbing calls on United. I was on a tangent for airlines, especially JetBlue, and it's rocketing today. Right? It's way up. It's like, like Para-Bolic, part of the short squeeze family. I mean, the screenshots should say it all, or not even the screenshots. The live feed should say it all for you guys. Is this the one? Paramount.
In the restaurant industry, Q3 tends to be a little bit sluggish with back to school, etc. So
saving JetBlue. Really, where's my Paramount?
Where our business is right now. I feel good about the underlying performance of our business. And I actually feel
sorry, I didn't have it queued up. I've been talking about Paramount for the longest time, how it's been oversold. I'm just trying to find it because this is all airlines. Paramount.
How are those affecting business?
$10.98, guys. What else do we got? That's definitely not even the first time we've been talking about Paramount. 277 posts on Paramount, guys. This is not new to the Discord. We'll just go with that. There's 277 posts on it. Definitely not new to the Discord. Here is Paramount. Here's the chart, guys. Just want to show you that. This was
off, and we're still guiding.
This was into earnings
for the year, but
yesterday, big pump, and then earnings dropped on the earnings call. Okay, because he said give a little bit of a warning. It didn't matter. Full-blown parabolic pump there. Calls are up 200%. Right. Just the kind of gains you could potentially see on this Discord. We're paying attention to a lot of different plays. We did not play this stock on the upside, but here is Moderna.
It's undeniably tough.
At least I don't know anyone. No one has said they've played it. I was up thousands of. At one point today, it was up 9,000%. Let me just pull that up for you because I do have that queued up, I believe.
The good news
Why is it not showing?
We've not taken any pricing in the back half of this year. We've committed to not taking any pricing, and I think that that's coming down. But
I don't know where it is. Sometimes the search function is balls on this program. Like it doesn't work that great.
Sourcing our beef from alternate sources, buying from Australia.
Roku's falling to 48. That's good. It needs to cool up. So, and as you can see, it just went from like 2,000 something to 3,000 something. Like it's pretty intense. Big gains to be made doing options. Plain and simple. We follow the earnings. I follow the earnings all the time, guys. So a lot of them aren't a surprise to the people in my Discord. I have an earnings play section. Right here's my earnings play section. And I underline the ones that I think are going to be a particular notice. Right. If something needs to be said, I definitely say something there. Coin, interestingly, that's another one of Kathy Wood's big holdings, and it is up today after earnings, which that was something we were speculating on in the Discord, which would be probably a possibility. She has the tendency, though, that after the 6 rip, she sells off and leaves other people bag holding. So you got to be cautious there. Roku, I do think, comes back and checks at least 48 EMA, but if not 48, then certainly 200 is a possibility, which would be $71, which is still like $71, guys. That is still like it was 55, right? So even if it were comes back to check support before continuing up, if it checks either of those supports, I'm going calls. Preferably the 200, but I'm going to go calls even though I think this is a dumpster fire company. I'll explain that in a minute here because I did say in my Discord I was going to do a video and explain why, but let's say it goes to 71, right? 71 divided 55, that'd still be up 30% almost, guys. It'd be up 30%. You get to keep 30%. So what I think the CEO and the executives need to do is they need to immediately authorize a dilution. Okay, there's about 6. The float on Roku is 124 million shares. If they diluted at 5%, that would put over $500 million in their pockets. They only have 1.75 billion cash on hand, and they don't make money. They're minus like 900 million right now. So I'll just bring this up for you. Right, and their cash on hand, right, is 1.75 billion as of June. So that's probably gone down in the last couple months, not up. It's probably in their earnings, but I don't look. See, like they don't make money, right? Their gross operating margin is 30%. Like they're trash. Companies that came out around the same time as them, okay, Roku came out in 2002. So here's the issue here, okay? Here's the issue I have with Roku. It came out in 2002. It is not something new. It ain't, it didn't just come out. It didn't just come out. It's not new. So they've had 21 years to be profitable, to do something. They've failed to do that. Okay. In failing to do that, it just has me questioning why anyone would want this. 55 people didn't want it. Now you look on the message boards. Now that it's ripping, everybody's hyping it. Why? Well, why? Where is the FOMO coming from? I don't understand. They don't make money. Their devices don't make money. The technology isn't something. There's no growth in TV. TV is not a growth industry, guys. TV is dying. You can see that from like Tucker Carlson leaves Fox. Fox is getting only 600,000 views. CNN is only getting 125,000. Prime time. Okay. Super Bowl holds up. Sure. Tucker leaves, gets 30 million views on YouTube. Donald Trump does not go on, doesn't do the debate, does his own debate on Twitter, on X, and draws 5 million people. And the debate itself drew something abysmal, something like 500,000 people, or like 100. It was abysmal. It was not good. It wasn't even close. Okay, the metrics weren't there. So Roku is not some growth tech in any way, shape, or form. You couldn't spin AI on it if you tried. The AI there isn't generative. It's just it follows what you watch, and then it recommends stuff to you, and then you can use that data to tell your advertisers, this is what these people of these age groups and these demographics are watching. Because if Sally signs up for Roku, they know Sally is a woman, and they know Sally's age and date of birth and all that, where she lives, so they know their geographical location, blah 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 blah. If they really want to get crazy, I'm sure that they could go in and look at, they could ask for all sorts of permissions and get social media connections and really do like a web of analytical data that could help advertisers. But at the end of the day, all they do is get advertiser revenue. That's it. They're trying to, they'll sell you units, but they're losing money on that side of their business as well, because we had a Discord member really bullish there saying how good the TVs was, and I was like, it's nothing that other people don't have. You can buy a Samsung TV for $400 or $500, 55-inch Canadian. So what is that in America? 300? 55-inch, 50-inch TV, 300, 400, 500 Canadian, on sale. Comes with Hulu, HBO, Roku. Comes with Roku. Comes with Amazon. Comes with Netflix. Comes with everything. It comes with everything. What's the difference? Comes with Google Chromecast, I believe. It likes YouTube. Roku offers nothing. So what they need to do is they need to dilute, and they need to partner with DAZN, because they don't have sports. They have limited sports, I should say. Partner with DAZN, get DAZN in on there so that you can add DAZN on the main screen there and go into your DAZN. Dilute the stock immediately. You had one shot at this, you didn't do it. I don't know how many more shots you're going to get at this, okay? You were 95 in July, you didn't do it. You're back to 86. You better do it. Okay, so what that's going to do, like I said, is that's going to give them anywhere between 500 million and 1 billion cash. If they do a 5%, 500 million. If they do a 10%, 1 billion, 1.2 billion, $1.1 billion pretty much. The current shareholders, that would suck for them. They would, the stock would probably fall on a 5% dilution, probably fall 10%. On a 10% dilution, it would probably only fall 10 to 15%. I don't think it would go to 20%. Because investors know that ultimately that is bullish, so I don't think it's going to trigger some massive sell-off. It's going to trigger an initial reaction and some profit taking, okay, but then it's going to even out and weather the storm. That's going to put a ton of capital in their hands, guys, to make some decent moves or just get them through further economic headwinds that might lie ahead. Okay, so hopefully Roku CEOs and executives actually do that. If they don't, I think the shareholders should vote on new executives next go around. Anything else? So Paramount, I mean, I would probably be taking profits there. You're gonna, well, maybe not. Depends. So the issue with the thing with Paramount here, just to pivot, is the strike, the actor strike and the writer strike. But now they've got movies delayed up into 2025, they said, and we're not even in 2024. So me personally, that's a beautiful pump for 2 days. 1350 from 11. Again, this was in my 401k section for the Discord. 1352 from 1080, let's call it. That's 272 profit on 1080. 25% gainer, guys. 25% gainer on your physical shares in 2 days. That's, you're taking profits on that in the 401k. If you're new to the channel, I hope what I've talked about today is kind of like, oh, that, you know, this is some decent content, fresh. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe, I hope you comment, I hope you sign up for the Discord. This is the Discord, okay? It's going to be pinned in the comments. Don't sign up through YouTube, please. Just sign up directly. Discord has been around as well. Actually, I want to say Discord has been around since 2002. Let's find out. Let's do oh, wow, 2015. It is new. So, you know, 8 years, eight going on 9 years, 8 going on 9 years. So, I mean, it's basically replaced Skype, Zoom. It's what all the gamers use for like raiding and online gaming. You can stream in it. I do my live classes in it. On November 12th, I'm having a class. Usually every Saturday, second Saturday of the month. But I'm going to respect Remembrance Day and those that fought for me to be able to YouTube. And I will not be having that on the Saturday. I'll be having it on Sunday. But yeah, please join the Discord. Just to give you a heads up of why I do think that Roku will be falling and this pump will not continue. One last thing is just to compare it to some companies that I forgot to touch on this, and I really wanted to touch on this. Companies that came out, guys, in companies that came out around that time. Okay, Meta came out in 2004, 2 years after. Look what Meta has done that Roku hasn't. They're both tech plays at the time. One wanted to target people that watch TV, and others wanted to target people that use the internet. It worked out for Meta, not so much for Roku. Netflix, if you want to look at the same industry, kinda-ish. Netflix, 1997. Okay, Night and Day. Google, 98. What compares to Google, right? But I'm just giving you stocks that came out around the same time. Lululemon, okay, and then PayPal. So I did find like a few companies that come out around the same time, just to give you an idea of, well, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not as bullish as people are telling you if you're getting that extreme FOMO here, because I know exactly what people are doing. This is what they're doing. Okay? They're pulling back a 5 year, and they're looking at this shit. Well, let me show you some other 5 years. How about Moderna? Okay? How about Peloton? Okay, so enough with the FOMO. Relax. Take a look at what the actual company is, what they have on the books, what they offer. Why don't we show you that? Okay, everything pumped during that time. That was a specific time in history. That's gonna be in the history books. Okay, they're trying to bring masks back in Canada and in California. I just saw yesterday. So everything pumped. Okay, a $726 stock that is now $10.91. It just had a reverse split, so really this is $72.60 and $1.09. Okay, but whatever. Like I just showed you 4 stocks. Peloton, right? How about SBNY? How about SIVB? These are big banks. You can't even find it. It doesn't even exist. How about Credit Suisse? Doesn't exist. You know, but for some reason this still exists. I don't know. First Horizon Bank, FHB. First Horizon. I don't remember what it was called, but you know what I'm saying? Like I just off the top of my head, I'm showing you tickers, even Moderna, which is up massive today. 500 down to 75, but it come from 11. How about GameStop? Just for old time's sake, we'll go GameStop too, right? This is not even accurate. GameStop went up to 448 bucks. I don't know what the hell is up with this chart, but
Unemployment is high, especially
You know what I'm
among
saying?
young people, at
13.95. So let's not think Roku something that it's not. Okay, it's not a $500 stock. It never will be again, ever. I would bet my life on it. If you wanted to place bets with me, DM me on Discord. We can play some personal bets if you'd like. If they don't dilute, I don't think they're going to keep going up. I think they need to dilute and raise some capital, get an infusion of capital going. I just think that's the smartest thing to do for them at this point, if they want to see anything going up further here. Markets were pumping like crazy though, guys. We're going to see some profit taking going into close, but I mean, shit. Why don't we just take a quick look at some of these other stuff? Just debating closing my position out here real quick. Now that it's peeled back and I have puts,
but the guy said it to me. He said, "Kung He Fat Choi," and I thought he said, "Come here, fat boy." It was crazy. I mean, so anyhow, that was my welcome to the suit shop. Let's take your China pick. It is Qualcomm. Why?
Thank you for having me, Tyler. There's a few reasons why. You mentioned all the struggles that we're seeing for consumers, especially obviously in China. I think when you look at Qualcomm, they're doing things that obviously it's better for the company. If you look at they had new competitors emerging with Huawei.
Sorry, my computer's lagging.
But they're still estimating that they're 35%
dropping,
increase in sales to Chinese smartphone companies. Some of that softness we're seeing in the smartphone companies is starting to ease off a bit as there's fresh inventory. We know Apple's obviously had their new rollout. And they renewed their
so close that up. I just had a lot of Roku puts. I still have 10 open. They're at a lower strike, unfortunately, though. They got beat down. What the hell was that going on about? Yeah, I just wanted to pull up some other random tickers just to see what we were at today on some of these other ones. Pac West.
For a couple reasons.
Doesn't want to load. This has been a problem. They said 400%. They've been the options are facing some issues, guys. We're really sorry. Like, look how long it's taking to load. 300%. Warner Brothers Discovery up 6%. That's pretty decent. Tech AI. Oh, Square and Arc. Square was a big one. Warner Brothers Discovery 500%. I actually need to take a screenshot of this.
And then I looked at the valuation for Schwab. You know, they're trading pretty favorably here. They're down closer to
401ks.
On their price to earnings.
Been talking about Warner Brothers Discovery for a very long time too. Ever since Disney hit about 80. Okay, Disney I think didn't get much of a move today. I don't think. I haven't looked at it yet today. But I don't think it was as powerful as everywhere. Oh, 3% actually. That's pretty good. And this is extremely laggy right now. What it is, guys? What's like? Shit. 1,250% on Disney? 86 bucks. So I said Disney's been a gift since 80 bucks.
And so if you look at their forward PE at 10 times, I think that's a potentially undervalued play for investors. They think that they can reach those expectations. You know, if it's trading at a favorable discount right
Disney
now.
has been free money every time it hits 80. So yesterday, guys, it was up 200%. Today it's up another 1,200%. This is just one of the, again, 473 results. We talk a lot about Disney in this Discord. Okay, it's in the 401k sections. I chart it all the time. I do long write-ups about it. This is the kind of stuff I bring to the Discord, okay? So why you would want to be in the Discord, right? As opposed to just some free other Discord. Me, real people, other people. If you post a bearish idea, you don't get shit on. Like if you're on Stock Twits or Weevil or a message board, people actually respect your opinions. You can have counter arguments where both sides bring facts to the table, and one side might flip or not. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a good place to check your own thesis on stocks and plays. If you can save 20 bucks from, if you can prevent yourself from losing 20 bucks, it pays for itself. If you can make 20 bucks, it pays for itself. Or you can be like all these other people making thousands of dollars. You know, you do you. But that's one of the main reasons to join the Discord. I have the premium classes. There's over 60 hours of content there. Okay. Then you get all the future classes, like I mentioned. So it's not like, oh, it's $200 for my one class. And then if that class changes their course, if that course becomes irrelevant, oh well, you paid the $200. This is like you constantly have access, and it's second week of every month, so it's always going to be relevant, and it's always before the monthlies. That's why I chose the second week of the month. So the monthly options is when things can go crazy. That's when you'll have the quad witching days. That's when you'll have a lot of news. That's when you'll have things like the government shutdown is coming November 17th. Coincidentally, all of the options are expiring on that day too. What do you think is going to happen on that? I think the market is going to be a real red day on November 17th. And I saved that for last because anybody who watched the whole video, thank you very much. Please comment below what you think about November 17th. And that way I know you watched to the end. Appreciate you guys. Free.